I, 28M, was out in town with my wife, 29F, when we ran into a woman, 43F, who used to be a close friend of mine from college. For context, I have had a pretty strained history with her. When she and I were friends, she would dominate conversations about herself and barely let me speak, made snide comments about my career choices, e.g. calling them fascinating in a way that made it clear she didn't think they were interesting, gave me condescending looks, and generally made me feel belittled during hangouts. Once got angry with me over something trivial and stormed out of the room. She's since become close friends with my sister, but I haven't seen her much in recent years. Anyway, we saw her at a coffee shop. She spotted us and said, "Oh look, it's my name." Didn't acknowledge my wife or ask how she was doing, even though she knew we were together. At that point, I just thought, nope, and decided to go ahead and get up from the table, but not before finishing my coffee. My wife stopped briefly to exchange small talk with her, then came back over to me and continued chatting like nothing had happened. Afterwards, she mentioned that I'd put her in an awkward position because she felt like she had to politely engage with someone who clearly didn't want much to do with me. She asked why I couldn't have just been a bit more friendly or made an excuse for her. From my perspective, I spent years being polite and trying to make our friendship work despite the issues, but now that we're no longer in close touch, I'm not interested in pretending everything is fine. I didn't cause a scene, I just took myself out of the situation. I feel like I finally stood up for myself, but I also get that it might have looked rude. Am I the asshole?